Last War fans, Dirk Diggler here, and it's time for part 4 of the Season 2 video series. That is right, this one is a doozy. We have gotten into faction wars fighting over that rare soil, and this is the week that it starts that event. So we're going to go over that, talk about that in some detail. So sit back, relax, grab a soda, grab a beer, whatever you need, and let's do this. Also, something I should have mentioned, if I haven't already, those Season 2 buildings probably popped up either this week or last week. Basically, when your furnace gets level 30, it unlocks them. And just in case you forgot what they look like, here they are, right here. They're chilling, making themselves at home. So that is your tank base there. You've got your air base and your missile base. You're basically just going to be leveling this up just like you did in Season 1. As you can see, they require both alloy and coal. And typical buffs like it did last season as well. Pretty much a copy and paste. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's look at some of the word puke on the screen here. We have the rare soil war, like I was talking about earlier, the rebels versus the gendarmerie. It's French, so you got to say it with a French accent. And we can get into some of the details here, but I can read it to you as well as you can read it. But anyhow, there's 8 rounds. You have 2 rounds per week. You have one on Wednesday, one on Saturday. When the attacking side wins a round, they plunder a certain percentage of rare soil from the defending side. So you can see each war declaration includes 5 stages: declaration, invitation, preparation war, and end of war. Okay, let's talk about the declaration of war. This stage starts on Tuesday, like it says here, for the Wednesday war, Friday for the Saturday war, and it resets the last 24 hours. The R4 and R5 in the attacking faction alliance can declare war on alliances in the defending faction. Basically, only one alliance can be declared at a time. You can only declare war on alliances within the defending faction that are in the same rare soil ranking group as your alliance. So you'll see that they'll be in different groups. Up to 3 alliances can declare war on one alliance at the same time. The war target can be changed anytime during the declaration stage. The final target at the end of the stage becomes the war opponent. So you can move it around here a little bit. Invitation, let's talk about that a little bit. So what happens is this starts on Wednesday and lasts for 12 hours. If multiple alliances declare war on a defending alliance, the R4, R5 of the defending alliance can invite other alliances from the same faction that have not been declared war upon yet to assist in defense. So if more than one alliance declares war on you, you can call for help. That's basically what it means. If 3 alliances declare war, the defending side can invite up 2 alliances as defense partners. If 2 alliances, 1 alliance can be invited. So, you can invite the equal number of alliances that declare war on you. You can only invite alliances within the same defending faction in the same rare soil ranking group as your alliance for defense support. So once again, you will see these different groups in your faction, and you have to pick from one of those to help you out. If the invited alliance agrees to defend, agrees to help you out, no further changes can be made. So once you set it, if they agree, it's set in stone. Okay? If the alliance does not agree, then you can change the defense invitation to somebody else at any time. And then R3 members of the invited alliance can also vote on the invitation. Okay, that's the declaration stage. So basically, that's setting who is attacking who. The prep stage, so this is going to start on Wednesday or Saturday, second round, at 12 server time, and lasts for 30 minutes, okay? So 30 minutes prep stage. During this stage, the war between the attacking and defending alliance is confirmed and cannot be changed. So it's set in stone right now. The war stage begins after the preparation stage countdown begins. So the war duration and reward multiplier will be adjusted based on the number of attacking and defending alliances. The war duration, 1v1, 2v2, and 3v3, is 40 minutes. Okay? Defending alliance are 1 fewer than attackers. The wartime is reduced to 30 minutes with double the rewards for defense. So if you have 3 alliances attacking 2, that is a good situation potentially if you win, if you're on the 2 side. And once again, if you have 2 attacking 1, same type of situation. So if it's 3 versus 1, the war time is reduced to 20 minutes with 3 times the reward for defense victory. And during this time, you cannot move your alliance furnace. So as soon as this starts, your alliance furnace is fixed. But you want to probably stick this bad boy in the corner of the map or at the top of the map to make it difficult for attacking servers to get to you. You'll understand when you play it here. You're going to be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. It'll make it harder for them to get to your furnace. Okay. Now, the attacking alliances have a Warlord Missile. Okay, this missile is given to the Warlord. So basically, the R4 who's set as the Warlord in your alliance has this skill. And it's only available to the Warlord. That's it. Just him. Okay? So during both the preparation and war phases, the Warlord who declares war can launch his missile at the defending alliance furnace. Now, remember, if there's 3 of them, you could have 3 missiles. If there's 2 of them, you could have 2 missiles. So it depends on the number of alliances attacking. That's the number of warlords who have missiles. Now, the warlord can target a general area, but it has to be within the alliance furnace range. So you can't just shoot it at some other place on the map. It's got to be at that targeted alliance furnace range. Once launched, okay, there's a 3-minute wait period. During this period, the warlord will enter war fever status, and the location of the base is revealed to the entire server. Okay, so everyone on the server is going to know where that warlord is once that missile is launched. Now, this is the cool part. If you destroy that warlord's base during this time, the missile ends. It dies. It's kaput. It's finished. Okay? If he tries to teleport or move, also, it's a failure. Loses again. So the warlord's base has to remain in position, fully intact, for the missile to launch successfully. Okay. Now, when the missile launches successfully, all the bases within the blast radius will be relocated to random positions on the map. But if they did have a shield, it won't break their shield. So keep that in mind. So bases in the alliance furnace within their blast range will also take damage, and it will reduce their durability. And now this is really important for you to know. So the explosion area becomes contaminated land. Okay, what does that mean? That means you cannot activate a shield within that contaminated land. So they can be completely and fully attacked on Wednesdays and Saturdays. So it's just like being in the mud. So think of it that way. If multiple alliances declare on a single alliance, each attacking alliance warlord uses the missile like we talked about. So keep that in mind. So the Warlord Missile, when it launches, will be announced. System messages in the World Chat and Alliance Chat. So keep that in mind. And if your alliance is targeted by a Warlord Missile, you'll see it in Alliance Wars single intel. So you can go to the typical war interface and you'll see it in there. Okay, let's talk about the actual war that's going to happen. So there's 2 of them. You got the first round on Wednesday, second round on Saturday at 12:30 server time. So basically, 12 hours and 30 minutes after reset is when it starts. It lasts, like we said, anywhere between 20 to 40 minutes, depending on how many alliances are involved. So the defending alliance's furnace can be attacked. And I don't know why it says it can be attacked. It has to be attacked. That's how you win if you're the attacker. So basically, the attacker needs to attack the alliance furnace. The defender needs to defend their furnace. And then, if the furnace gets destroyed, the attacker wins. If the furnace is still standing at the end of the timer, the defender wins. It is literally that easy. It's not complicated at all. And this is an event very much like Capital Wars or Server, where you do get points from this. So keep that in mind. You will get rewards based upon your points. Basically, you kill enemy troops, you get points, just like Server. This is pretty much identical to Server, like where you're attacking the capital, except there's no cannons, and there's actual durability damage you need to do as the attacker. So defender, you gotta garrison that furnace, prevent it from being attacked, or prevent them from penetrating and killing all the troops and then doing damage to the furnace. The attackers, you have to kill all the troops out of that furnace and then do damage to the furnace as well. So the Alliance furnace, like I said, it can be reinforced by 100 squads. So you can put a bunch of squads in there. I'm 99% sure it's only one squad per base. I could be wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure it's just one squad per base. You can't have multiple squads in there like you do during like Winter Storm or something like that, where you can put multiple squads in there for defense. It's not going to let you do that. So you can only put a single squad in there. So if there's multiple alliances attacking other multiple alliances, the percentage is done based upon the durability damage done by the attacking alliance. So that's how the rare soil is handed out. So if Alliance A does 80% damage, like it says, they get 80% of the rewards. So it's all static. It's statistically assigned. So this should make sense here. If not, ask questions in the comments and I'll help you out. So a couple things to remember here. Any base located in the contaminated land can be attacked by anyone. Like I said, it's in the mud. On Wednesday, you cannot attack bases outside of the mud. So if there's bases outside of the mud, you can't hit them. So you're going to have to focus on the furnace or focus on bases in the mud. On Saturday, any base can be attacked by anyone as part of the map. But don't forget, you can always bubble. Now, I'm pretty sure you can bubble on the defending side. I'm not sure if the attacking side can bubble or not. I would assume not, but I could be wrong. We shall see. I'm guessing not, though. Okay, the end of war stage here. Once war is over and it lasts until reset, pretty common sense stuff here. The winning alliance receives victory rewards in the event interface. As a defending alliance, fewer than attackers, the rewards will be boosted. So up to 3 times. So if it's 1v3 or 2v3 or something like that, you get the percentage increase. If the attacking sign wins, they can plunder a portion of rare soil from the defending alliance. Okay. Defense partners are not affected. That's interesting. So if you agree to help them, you don't get dinged. That's kind of cool. If multiple attacking alliances, rewards are sent based on the ranking of the furnace durability that we talked about earlier. So keep that in mind. Let's see. The end of the war stage lasts until reset, obviously. And then you get the victory event point rewards. You can collect them then or get sent via email. If defending our furnace does not rebuild the furnace runes by the end of the stage, the runes will be automatically rebuilt. So you'll get a free rebuild on the furnace. And here is the basic overview of it. So the waiting declaration phase, declaration, invitation, preparation, war, and then the end of war. Okay, so that talks about the rare soil wars that are coming up. I kind of briefed over this. I know it would help to actually show one and walk through it, and I will do that. I will include that in a separate video, or I may tag it on the end of this and re-upload it. I haven't decided yet, but anyhow, I will show a rare soil war from Saturday. So I should have recorded one on Wednesday, and I didn't, but I'll get it this time. Other thing's going to happen is the nuclear furnace is going to be available to be saved from these monsters that you have to attack. I don't have the details on it yet, but that is part of week 4, is fighting these little monsters off. I think it's this week. If not, it's next week. It's one of the 2 weeks. But yeah, so then you get to have access to the nuclear furnace to help heat the map. Okay, I know I buzzed through this really quickly, so I want to actually go to the Rare Soil War interface so you can see it. Because let's face it, as wonderful as that word throw-up was, it's much better to look at the pictures here. So you can see we already had the first round. We are now in round 2. My alliance is part of the Jeéli faction, and we're fighting the rebels. So the war declaration will show in a couple hours. We'll show who we're declaring against, and then it'll show the defenders and attackers. So here's defenders, attackers from the first round. We were the attacker here, and as you can see, we won. We did good. It was a good round. We got some strong people. So if you look at the battle record, you can see it was a 2v2. We had us and Devil's Squad versus Hilarious and Phoenix. What's weird, it says we were the attacker, but we're not. I think we're actually the defender. We're the attacker now. So that's interesting that they got that wrong, because now we're the attacker. Maybe it is showing now. The last one we did defend. So the battle record, does it say defense in here? No, it doesn't show defense, but we did defend. I know we defended. We helped them defend. And here's a faction overview. I'll show this real quickly, and I'll just have it in a video, so if you want to read it, you can. It's basically what I went over with the Word document to you, but this way you can see it. If you wanted to see it, you could pause it, and you could read all the same stuff I just read to you. You can see it's practically a copy and paste. But it is here if you want to read it. You can hit pause and read all this word garbage. Word throw up. So I believe this is pretty much always the battle sequence here. So if you want to screenshot that, save it, whatever, you're more than welcome to do so. So it depends what side you're on. If you're on the gendarmerie side or the rebel side. And as soon as things do get declared here, which should be at reset, we'll be able to click on this declaration record here, and it's going to show who declared war on who. And then the other team gets to respond and see if they want to get help or not. Okay, and as we're still putzing along here, we did have the Violet UR upgrade happen for me this week. It might happen for you the prior week. It just depends on when you get your furnace to 30. As soon as you get to 30, it unlocks the hero promotion. So I've already done it. She's been promoted, but you will have that option as soon as your furnace unlocks 30. So you got a few things that happen. When it unlocks 30, you get these pretty little upgrades here, which are friggin' amazing. And then you also get the Violet UR upgrade. Also during this week, you've got this Beast Crisis crap where you just garrison your furnace and it gets attacked and you get a bunch of rewards. So you garrison the furnace, gets attacked, and you get a lot of rewards. It's that easy. So that's not too bad. And you still have this Snowflake the dog to feed. Once again, you click on recipes. Oh, now see that? I could see him eating. He wants a sausage. Okay, I can see him eating a sausage. Like this other crap that he's eating, like, salads and stuff like that. I'm not seeing that at all. I'm just not. Oh, you can trade multiple. No, you can't trade multiple. But anyhow, so in this case, we want to do a new exchange, for example. We need some meat. Let's trade milk for some meat, and we'll do an exchange. Anyhow, this is the extent to this. Good times. I don't get this one. It's really, really stupid. Anyhow, okay. If you have any questions about the faction wars, please post them here. I will record a faction war as a separate video, and I will post it. So if you were thinking, what the hell did he just go over? Why was all those words on the screen? Diggler, what the hell happened in this video? It's okay. Have no fear. I swear, I promise, I will record a war so you can watch it. You can see it firsthand. I will record the war as us being attackers this weekend, and then I'll probably record a defender as well next week. That way you can see both of them. But anyhow, Last War fans, this is week 4, season 2. Have a good one, y'all.